Well, I have finally received something that I have wanted for so long, which is a tire pressure monitoring system, and Pidzoom have released their very own one. They sent it to me to actually test out, and one of the most common causes for punctures on your electric scooters, EUCs or e-bikes is of course low tire pressure. It seems pretty easy to set up. I'm going to see how accurate it is, because I do know that the tires on this Avarla M11, which is my main scooter right behind me here, is actually around 50 psi. So we're going to see if it's more or less 100% accurate when we install it. But first, let's take it out of the box. So in the box, you have your toolkit here, and you have a few locking nuts. You have, of course, you have your manuals. You also get the holder for the actual monitor itself. You do get some 3M tape there, which is actually really cool, and a few extra accessories. You get a charging cable for the actual monitor itself, and the most important part, you get the sensors for the valves. And then last but not least, we do actually have the monitor itself right here. It's actually quite heavy, so it should be actually quite durable, and it has the Pidzoom logo actually right here, which is actually really cool. So let's just install this. First thing we really need to do is to simply put the locking nuts on our valves, and then we need to put the sensors on, and then let's see how accurate it really is. Okay, so it removed the old valve, so you do actually get a spare locking nut, which is actually really good. So we'll just screw this on here. Okay, then the next step is we're going to screw on the sensor. Now I think, of course, you're going to have to screw these on quite fast, because you don't want a lot of air loss. And because they're not exactly small in size, you're going to have to make sure you have a good bit of clearance to screw it on really fast with your fingers. So let's just hopefully get this on as quick as possible. Okay, which it is. Put our locking nut back up. Then we need to secure it using this small spanner. I think because you do lose air, if you normally pump your wheels to like 45 or 50 psi, maybe put an extra 6-7 psi in it, just in case. Well, you are going to lose air, but of course you're not going to lose too much, but it's probably just good practice just to do that. So this is our neck sensor. By the way, you can actually get one of these in the pack, 2 in the pack, or 4 in the pack from what I understand. So you can even use them for your car if you wanted. Okay, so here's the front wheel. Okay, that wasn't too bad. So actually, let me just check the clearance on this scooter. The last thing you want is damaging the sensor or damaging your valve. Okay, let me just make sure it doesn't rub off anything. Yeah, so the clearance is fine. All good. So basically what you get is you get a holder, this one, another holder with 3M tape. So if you wanted, you could actually use this to stick it somewhere on the scooter, but I prefer using a holder. So let's just install that. I'll probably put it maybe on my right, put the cable back through. Okay, so here's the moment of truth. Let's turn it on. Perfect. So it has the front tire pressure, rear tire pressure. It also has the outside temperature. So what you can do is on the parameters, you can set the upper alarm value of the front tire pressure. You can also set the alarm for the rear tire pressure. You can also set the alarm actually for a lower value on the front and the rear. And then you can also set basically an alarm as well if it gets too high. So really good system, and look, absolutely bang on accurate, small, lightweight, compact. So let's install it on the M11. So there we go, it's locked into place there, not going to move. Really good system, very happy with that. That is brilliant. That means I don't have to check the scooter all the time if I'm going on a group ride or whatever the case is, a range test. And if it gets too low, it will start to beep, so it's customizable in that way. This is linked below. It's not too expensive. I'd highly recommend it for pretty much everyone, to be honest. So in the meantime, yeah, if you have enjoyed this video, give it a like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you in the next video.